So Chester is back from the body shop with his rhino lining. It worked out pretty well, I think. So I guess the next thing, he didn't put the plug things back on the, oh well, I guess it doesn't need them. I guess the next thing is, oh yeah, I got the trailer hitch on too, but it's like it mounts back really far, like the bumper. The bumper comes out to here, right? So I'm gonna have to like cut the bumper out so that the ball doesn't like interfere, right? Because that's all the further the ball sticks out, and that's still going to be really hard to hitch to. I mean, that's not a lot of space. But when you try to put those receiver hitch extensions in there, it like lowers the tongue weight rating of the hitch, and we can't have that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so the next thing, I think, aside from trimming that bumper out, is to put this lift kit on. This is a 3-inch lift. You can't get like a bent I-beam lift for these older vans, so the 3-inch lift is the most that I can get for it, I think. I mean, without making something, which I'm not capable of, but these spacers go on top of the springs, and these aren't 3 inches, but the way the geometry works out, it's like you lift the springs 1.5 inches, and it ends up being 3 inches at the wheels. And then I've got these for the back, and new U-bolts and some new shocks while I'm at it. And then hopefully we can put 265s on it then. Yeah. I've got to find new window seals. I mean, the old ones are not great. I may have to reuse them. I can't, like Rock Auto doesn't seem to have them. They've got them for the front windows, but not for these rear windows that like open at the bottom and push out, you know? And the old ones are a little dry rotted, but I guess I can reuse them. I'd like to replace them though. If you guys know where to get them, let me know. Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, the old bumper is the best bumper that I've got. It's the same as the ones on all of these old Ford pickups, but aside from the bumper on the nice truck, the other bumpers I've got are bent way more than that old one. So I guess I'll just paint it, and that'll have to be good enough. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I just bought this thing too. This is a 1969 Ford 4400 industrial tractor with, I assume, a 740 loader. I've never actually looked. I can't see that from here. Anyway, yeah, it's gas, 3-cylinder. It had a cab on it, but the cab's all fucked up. I took the cab off and put a new seat on it. Dual remotes, and the foot throttle. It was basically exactly the tractor that I wanted. I think it will be very nice. Oh, the worst thing is the tires have fluid in them. And that calcium eats out the insides of the rims, and it usually starts right here, and you can see where the guy has done some work on it. I don't know if he welded a patch to the inside or not, but the rims are pretty bad. It's going to have rims. but the price was right. 26, 18 hours. I assume that is probably, see, I just don't know though. My first assumption is that that is actually 12,000 hours, but if you look at the pins on the loader here, I mean, there is basically no wear on them, at least compared to my buddy's got a tractor just like this with like 8,000 hours on it, and I mean, the loader is way more worn out than this, so maybe it really is 2,600 hours. I don't know. I guess if it sat outside, that would explain why the paint's pretty rough and it's got all this pitting and stuff on. It's been painted at least once, but would still have low hours on it. I don't know. But, oh yeah, and this thing's a little fucked up too. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think that has something to do with the diff lock, but I need to look in the service manual and figure out. Alright, anyway, that's all for now.